You feel tired and have a nagging headache. It's easy to brush it off, just a long day, or maybe you slept funny. But what if those aren't just random annoyances? What if they're your body's first quiet signals that it's desperate for water? These are the early warnings that show up long before things get much worse. Today, we're breaking down all the warning signs of dehydration, from the subtle whispers to the serious alarms, and showing you how to tune in before it's too late. Let's talk about water. It makes up about 60% of your body, and literally every single system depends on it. Water is the silent MVP that flushes out toxins, carries nutrients where they need to go, keeps your joints moving smoothly, and regulates your body temperature. And yet, so many of us are walking around in a state of mild dehydration and we don't even know it. We blame our fatigue, brain fog, and cranky moods on everything but the simplest solution, a glass of water. Dehydration happens when you lose more fluid than you take in, and your body can't do its job properly. If you don't replace what you've lost, you get dehydrated. It sounds simple, but the results can range from a minor inconvenience to a life-threatening emergency. Knowing the early signs isn't just about feeling better in the moment. It's about protecting your long-term health. So, let's get into the signs of dehydration you might be overlooking and the ones that need immediate attention. Let's start with the sneaky signals, the ones that are really easy to dismiss or blame on something else, like stress or a busy schedule. First up is fatigue and brain fog. You know that feeling when you hit a wall in the afternoon, feel totally drained, or can't focus on a task. Your first instinct might be to grab another coffee, but that mental exhaustion could be a direct result of being even mildly dehydrated. When you're low on fluids, your blood volume can decrease, which means your heart has to work harder to pump blood and oxygen to your brain and the rest of your body. All that extra work can leave you feeling sluggish. In fact, studies show that losing just 1 to 2% of your body weight in fluid can mess with your cognitive performance, affecting your attention, memory, and even your mood. So before you brew that third cup, try a big glass of water and see if the fog starts to lift. The second sign is a classic: headaches. A dull, throbbing headache is one of the most common signs of dehydration. When you're low on water, your brain can actually shrink or contract temporarily, pulling away from your skull. This movement puts pressure on the surrounding nerves and triggers pain receptors, giving you that nagging headache. For some people, dehydration can even set off an intense migraine. The next time your head starts pounding, think about your water intake. It's a free and simple fix that might be exactly what you need. Moving on to number 3, your mood. Feeling weirdly irritable, anxious, or stressed. It might just be your hydration level. Research has found a clear link between being dehydrated and feeling more tension and anxiety. The physical stress that dehydration puts on your body, like a faster heart rate and wacky hormones, can have a direct impact on your mental state. When your body is scrambling for a basic resource like water, your mind feels the pressure, too. Staying hydrated can genuinely help you feel more stable and positive. Number 4 is a sign you might smell before you feel it: bad breath. Your saliva does more than just help you eat. It has natural antibacterial properties that wash away food bits and keep your mouth clean. When you're dehydrated, you don't produce as much saliva. This makes your mouth a dry playground for bacteria to multiply, and that leads to bad breath. If your breath is consistently not so fresh even with good brushing habits, it could be a sign you need to drink more water. And finally, for our last subtle sign, let's talk about sugar or salt cravings. Ever find yourself craving something sweet or salty, even when you're not actually hungry? Sometimes your body gets its wires crossed between thirst and hunger. When you're dehydrated, your liver, which needs water to work, struggles to release stored energy. This can trigger a craving for something sugary to get a quick energy hit. At the same time, when you lose water, you also lose electrolytes like sodium, which can make you crave salty snacks. Before you grab the chips or a cookie, try drinking a glass of water and waiting 15 minutes. The craving might just disappear because your body was thirsty all along. Okay, we've covered the whispers. Now let's talk about the louder messages, the signs that are much harder to ignore and suggest you're heading from mild to moderate dehydration. The most famous sign is, of course, thirst and a dry, sticky mouth. This might seem obvious, but here's the catch. By the time you actually feel thirsty, you're probably already a little dehydrated. Thirst is a lagging indicator. That dry, sticky feeling in your mouth is a clear sign your body is cutting back on saliva to save water. The pro move is to sip water throughout the day instead of waiting until you feel parched. Next up, we have a super reliable indicator: changes in your urine. Think of this as your body's built-in hydration meter. When you're properly hydrated, your urine should be a pale, straw-like yellow. If you notice it's dark yellow or amber, that's a crystal clear sign you need to drink more fluids. This happens because your kidneys are trying to hold on to as much water as possible, which makes your urine more concentrated and darker. Another thing to watch for is how often you're going. If it's been several hours and you haven't felt the need to use the restroom, that's a big red flag that your body is clinging to every drop it has. Number 3 is muscle cramps. Electrolytes, like sodium and potassium, are minerals crucial for your muscles and nerves to talk to each other properly. When you sweat, you don't just lose water, you lose these essential electrolytes too. An imbalance can mess with nerve signals and cause your muscles to contract when they shouldn't, leading to those painful cramps, especially in your legs. This often happens during or after a workout, but it can also occur if you're just chronically dehydrated. The 4th sign is dry skin and poor skin elasticity. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it needs water to stay healthy and plump. Dehydration can make your skin feel dry, tight, or flaky. There's a simple way to check this called the skin turgor test. Just pinch the skin on the back of your hand for a second and let go. If you're hydrated, it should snap right back. If it takes a moment to return to normal, that's a sign of poor elasticity, which can be a clue that you're dehydrated. We've gone from whispers to shouts, and it is critical that you listen. The following signs point to severe dehydration, which is a medical emergency. If you or someone else has these symptoms, it's time to get medical help immediately. One of the most alarming signs is dizziness, confusion, or delirium. As dehydration gets worse, the drop in blood volume causes a dip in blood pressure and less oxygen flow to the brain. This can lead to severe dizziness, fainting, extreme lethargy, and serious confusion or irritability. Your brain simply can't work right without enough fluid and oxygen. Any sudden confusion or major change in mental state needs to be taken very seriously. Another severe symptom is a rapid heartbeat and rapid breathing. To make up for lower blood volume and blood pressure, your heart has to pump much harder and faster to get blood where it needs to go. This results in a heart rate that's noticeably quicker than normal, even when you're resting. Your breathing might also become rapid as your body desperately tries to pull in more oxygen. Finally, a major sign of severe dehydration is an inability to sweat and a lack of urination. If you're in a hot place or exercising and you suddenly stop sweating, that is a dangerous sign. It means your body is so low on fluids that it has shut down its main cooling system to conserve water, which puts you at a huge risk for overheating or heat stroke. Similarly, not producing any urine for 8 hours or more is a sign of severe dehydration and could mean your kidneys are in trouble. It's important to know that dehydration looks different depending on a person's age. Infants and young children are especially vulnerable. Watch for signs like no tears when they cry, no wet diapers for 3 hours or more, and a sunken soft spot on the top of their head. Older adults are also at a higher risk. As we age, our sense of thirst can fade, so they might not feel thirsty even when their body desperately needs water. For older adults, confusion, weakness, dizziness, and falls can be the first red flags of dehydration. It's crucial for caregivers and family to encourage them to drink fluids regularly. Now that you know the warning signs, what's the solution? Prevention is always the best strategy. The goal is to drink fluids consistently all day, not just when you feel thirsty. A fantastic habit is to carry a reusable water bottle everywhere you go. Having water right there is a constant visual reminder and makes it super easy to sip throughout the day. You can also eat your water. Lots of fruits and vegetables are packed with water. Things like cucumber, celery, watermelon, strawberries, and oranges can make a big contribution to your fluid intake. Set reminders. Life gets busy, and it's easy to forget to drink. Use your phone or a smartwatch to set a recurring alarm that reminds you to take a few sips. And finally, listen to your body and your environment. If you're exercising, spending time in the heat, or feeling sick, your body is going to need more fluid. Drink extra to make up for what you're losing through sweat, fever, or illness. If you find yourself mildly dehydrated, The best way to fix it is simply to drink water. For moderate dehydration, especially if you've been sweating a lot, a drink with electrolytes can be really helpful. Learning to recognize the warning signs of dehydration is a powerful act of self-care. It's about listening to your body, from those quiet whispers of fatigue and headaches to the louder shouts of dizziness and dark urine. By understanding these signals, you can take simple steps to stay hydrated, which will boost your energy, sharpen your mind, improve your mood, and protect your health. Don't wait for the shout. Listen for the whisper. What's your favorite way to stay hydrated? Do you have a go-to reminder app or a favorite water-rich snack? Share your tips in the comments below. Your idea might be a game changer for someone else. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about optimizing your health, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.